Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a deadly duo in love that loves a good death battle.
Yes, we do.
And so we're checking out Death Battle Boba Fett versus Predator. And if you want all of our Death Battle reactions, go ahead and check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you. And Bethany's going to explain real quick how we do Death Battle on this channel.
What we do is we place bets on who the victor is going to be. So we'll watch the first half of the video where they talk about the two characters, what their armor, skills, weapons, advantages, disadvantages might be. And then we'll take a break. We will place our bets, and then we'll watch the second half where we actually find out who wins and who loses. In other words, how much are we up or how much are we down? Right now, I'm in the lead.
Right now, Bethany is in the lead. She couldn't wait to get that out.
I couldn't.
And she's up $285 to $245. We started with $250, and yeah, so I've been on a bit of a losing streak here, and we'll see if I can break that.
Boba Fett, the greatest bounty hunter from a galaxy far, far away.
And the Predator, the monstrous manslayer from beyond the stars.
There's nothing quite like the thrill of the hunt, especially when you're chasing that most dangerous game.
Humans, brick-tugging, face-hugging aliens, and space wizards. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Fun animation there.
Yeah.
Throughout the galaxy, few names are as feared as Boba Fett.
When you've got the greatest army of all time cloned after your dad, that's no big surprise.
In an incredibly convoluted bid to wrest control of the Galactic Republic, the Sith Lords Darth Sidious and Tyrannus secretly organized the construction of a clone army based on the genetic code of the galaxy's greatest bounty hunter at the time, Jango Fett.
On one condition, Jango Unchained got to keep one unaltered clone as his son, Boba, who became a cute little murderer just like his pop. Well, that is, until Jango, let it get to his head.
Just as headstrong as his father, Boba swore vengeance on the Jedi and devoted his life to becoming as deadly an assassin as his
Collects
forebears.
monster teeth.
Yeah, cause the Fetts aren't just random badasses, they're Mandalorians. Basically a society completely dedicated to the art of war. Most of the time.
Indeed. In the galaxy's past, Mandalorians have waged war against the Jedi and easily held their own, despite lacking use of the Force.
And what's a self-respecting Mandalorian without his Mandalorian armor? Inherited from his dad, Fett's armor is made out of Beskar.
Also known as Mandalorian iron, Beskar is one of the strongest materials in the galaxy, tough enough to resist thermal detonator blasts and lightsaber strikes. Even bolts of lightning that can vaporize people aren't enough to harm the armor itself.
Fett's helmet has a targeting system, lets him see in infrared, and even has 360-degree vision.
Cool.
And his wrist-mounted vambraces, designed to counteract a Force user's powers, come with a variety of indispensable tools, like a flamethrower, fiber cord whip, mini concussion rocket, laser beam, and forearm blades.
But when Fett wants to take his opponent by surprise, he breaks out the kneecap rockets. Not since the butt machine gun has never seen a weapon so devious.
As a living Swiss Army gun, Fett prefers long-range combat.
So it helps to have a jetpack for quick getaways, especially one with a rocket that can nuke small spacecrafts. He also has his trusty EE-3 carbine rifle and blaster pistol, which is powerful enough to vaporize a dude in one shot.
But should an opponent get too close for comfort, or should his jetpack inevitably malfunction, Fett can reacquaint his victims with their maker with his Gatterfy stick, handcrafted by Fett himself as part of a Tusken rite of passage. Kind of like how Jedi make their lightsabers.
Add in your classic flash bombs, sonic bombs, gas bombs, motion sensor bombs, and the uber-powerful thermal detonators, and Fetty's basically a one-man army.
Thermal detonators can annihilate small buildings and even this giant stone bridge. Based on its size and the number of bombs used, each one should be packing around 3.5 tons of TNT.
But his weapons aren't all that make Fett so deadly.
what game is that?
He's a master marksman, hand-to-hand fighter, and tactician. He'd need to be to take on the Jedi and steal their sweet, sweet laser swords for himself.
He outsmarted the Jedi Master Mace Windu as just a child, and we know he's fought multiple Jedi after the Purge. In the old Legends timeline, he even fought Darth Vader twice, the same Vader who can dogfight at near light speed.
That's why he's decked out with all those tools to distract and confuse Jedi and their space magic long enough to get a clean kill.
And while he has a professional code of honor, when it comes to combat, Fett will use use any underhanded tactics he can think of, perfect for fighting honorable Jedi. As my personal hero once said, silly Jedi. If only he was here right now to kill all these stupid meatbags.
That's probably not good.
Boba can crumple steel doors with ease, outrace explosions with his jetpack, and was shot through the chest and just walked it off. He was, and I quote, very angry about it. Not even the Sarlacc, the giant monster space vagina itself, was able to hold him, no matter the continuity.
Even into middle age, Boba remained a force to be reckoned with. In the older timeline, he led the Mandalorians to victory in the Yuzon Vong War, and even trained the Jedi Jaina Solo to defeat her brother, who just so happened to be a Dark Lord of the Sith. I guess even Boba was able to overcome his anti-Jedi prejudices.
And then Disney axed all that. Who gives a shit when you're sitting pretty on Jabba's throne like an absolute pimp? Or like a bantha?
He even managed to defeat Cad Bane in a duel, possibly the greatest bounty hunter the galaxy had ever seen up until that point.
Second greatest now is, and look at that dodge, channeling some of that Han shot first energy I see.
So if you ever find yourself in Fett's crosshairs, don't bother running. You'll only die tired. The year was 1987. In the balmy jungles of Central America, an elite American Spec Ops unit would come into conflict with Soviet-backed insurgents. Their mission was a success, but little did they know, they were the ones being hunted.
It was almost as if the jungle itself was killing them, but in reality it was a traveler from beyond the stars, a superhuman killing machine whose entire life was devoted to murder.
This was a predator, and these men were its prey.
And this alien hunter had more than enough gnarly gadgets to take Arnie and his crew down, like the plasma caster, a shoulder-mounted laser cannon.
It has a tracking system connected to the Predator's biohelmet, which allows him to see in X-ray, UV, and night vision. This is on top of the Predator's own unique way of seeing, through natural infrared sight. Essentially, he tracks individuals by recognizing differences in heat signatures.
Too bad humans can't do the same, since the Predator's full-body light-bending camouflage makes him invisible to the naked human eye, letting him blend into the shadows and pick off his prey one by one.
But as ruthless as that sounds, the Predator is actually an honorable fighter, who relishes the chance to fight up close and personal with his iconic wrist blades.
And guess what? For as bad as this one Predator was, this dude wasn't even that special. In fact, he was actually kind of a noob. There's a whole planet of these guys.
These are the Yautja. Yautja? 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 They never actually say it in the movies. Yautja society is based around one thing: hunting. The bigger and deadlier the game, the more honor slaying it brings.
Which is why the Predators take on muscly 80s action heroes for breakfast.
Just one failed hunt forever dooms a Yautja to humiliation or death. And since Yautja lifespans can last hundreds of years, that would mean that Elder Hunters have centuries of combat experience and have never been defeated.
Damn.
They have literally kept winning for hundreds of years.
And this is the kind of Predator we're looking at today. The only way to become a fully independent hunter, a blooded hunter, is to slay their equally dangerous rivals, the Xenomorph. With bulletproof skin, acid blood, and retractable penis mouth, these aliens are dangerous enough to take down even the best Yautja hunters.
Which is why they carry a greatly diversified arsenal compared to the original Jungle Hunter. These more exotic weapons are earned over the course of numerous successful hunts and are proof of a Yautja's mastery and experience. Like the retractable combi sticks, net guns, and controllable smart discs that vibrate at supersonic speeds.
Allowing them to kill their ultimate equally dangerous rival, Gary Busey.
They even carry a portable EMP that will disrupt all electronic devices in the vicinity, forcing their prey to fight them on their terms.
Which is when they break out their plasma scythe, made of messed up evil laser energy.
This dark plasma the scythe emits cannot be stopped by conventional matter. Instead of merely cutting a target, its energy passes through their body, ensuring their victim will die in as little as 4 hits.
Even without his arsenal, the Predator is a literal beast. He's strong enough to tear through 2 inches of steel like it was tissue paper, casually invent the first Mortal Kombat fatality, and give Mother Nature the finger. Lions, tigers, and bears? Oh shit!
It helps that Yautja armor is plasma forged, making it incredibly durable.
The Predator is tough enough to take huge gas explosions and fast enough to dodge laser beams.
But even if a Predator is defeated, he is expected to perform one final rite, activating a countdown to a nuclear explosion that vaporizes everything within 300 city blocks. Based on the size of that blast, this would be exploding with 15 times the energy as the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
So when a Pred wants you dead, there's no escape. Not even an army of xenomorphs and their queen are enough to take the toughest Predators down. When even Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger shits his pants in your very presence, you know you're as badass as they come. A goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus.
I'm doing a conservative bet.
Okay.
So I'm going to bet $5 on the Predator.
Okay.
I wasn't going to do Predator. I was pretty convinced of Boba Fett
Yeah.
up until probably about the end of the Predator video. Because, well, I'm not going to say why. I'll let you do your bet first so that I don't sway you one way or the other.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to do $10 on Boba Fett. I think Boba Fett can survive the blast at the end because he's got the armor, can survive a bunch of things, and they said it survived one blast. I don't know. They didn't say the math of that one blast, how big it was, compared to a nuke, basically. So it'll be interesting to see how that shapes out. And Boba Fett doesn't have any honor in a fight, and the Predator does. So those are just a couple of the options. Why do you think the Predator?
So I was going with Boba Fett because of his armor, but then really because he has the 360-degree infrared vision, meaning a classic advantage that the Predator has always had, which is to be invisible, is off the table.
Yeah.
Essentially, it does not matter anymore. So then Boba Fett doesn't fight with honor. He's got a huge tool belt to work with. I was like, okay, it's Boba Fett. Except the one mental image I have is that when they talked about how the armor could withstand anything, they did make a point of showing how that didn't save a Mandalorian from a blast, because of the fact that the armor survives, but the armor is not covering every single inch of the Mandalorian. Therefore, Mandalorian dies, armor survives. So we get to the end of the Predator video. Predator's got a bunch of tools at his disposal, too. They're evenly matched on vision. Predator likes to fight with honor, but what they said about that was likes to fight with honor, but get up close with their prey.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so that's advantageous and means he's strong and confident enough to do that. And then if he is going to die, he blows himself up. At which point I thought, well, that would sort of be a tie at the end. Boba Fett defeated him, but then he took him out anyway. Nobody survives from this battle. So that's why I'm going with Predator, because I just feel like they'd have to deal with Predator killing Boba Fett otherwise.
So, bets are in. We will see what happens.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
Come on, Boba!
Death battle!
You took on Vader, dude. This guy should be nothing.
Oh, they're doing it in jungle. Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Ooh.
You're mine.
Nice.
Oh, rough landing.
Oh, you wasted that too early.
Ooh.
Crap.
Ouch.
Rough landing.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. Ooh.
Knee rocket.
Yeah. Only hit a butt rocket.
Oh, he just got it and did nothing.
Nothing.
Damn.
Oh, Bubba's not looking good for you.
It's not over. You're mine. Come back.
Oh, I like that I did that. Oh! Oh!
Oh, Boba Fett.
Amateur.
Okay, at least it did a little bit of damage, finally. Yes! Ah!
You are one ugly motherfucker.
No!
It's not over yet.
Oh, he can't see him in the flames.
Oh, smart, Boba.
I'll be taking this. Fools.
Yeah!
Oh, man, Boba was always a one-man army, even as a one-armed man.
Damn!
Despite the Predator's fearsome power and experience, Fett's versatility and arsenal allowed him to survive this hunt.
While Boba could crumple steel, the Predator could easily tear straight through it, making him the stronger of the two.
But while the Predator could dodge laser beams, Fett could match Force users with near light speed reactions, making them similar in speed.
However, the major difference was durability.
While the Predators are definitely tough, Fett's Beskar armor covers more of his body, and
Yeah.
would easily resist almost all of a Predator's arsenal.
Like the plasma caster, usually hot enough to blast a hole through anything. But you know what else is made of plasma? Lightsabers, which bounce off Beskar, no problem.
Specialized tools like the Plasma Scythe, with its ability to bypass conventional matter, could manage to kill Fett with a few lucky hits. However, Fett's jetpack and long-range arsenal allowed him to fight safely from a distance.
And Fett's kit countered a lot of what Predator could do. His helmet's infrared could see past Pred's camouflage. His flamethrower messed with Pred's thermal vision, and nothing the Predator had could withstand a lightsaber strike.
Also, the Predator's EMP could not disable Fett's armor, considering Beskar has withstood bolts of electromagnetic energy before without short-circuiting.
That's not to say the Predator was totally outmatched. He had a lot of similar gear, and a peak Predator would have had centuries of combat experience backing him up. Way more than Boba.
However, Fett was generally trickier. Predators fight with a code of honor and rarely, if ever, employ dirty tactics.
While Fett isn't totally without honor, he still employs dirty tactics to win fair fights, and was more likely to outfox the Pred given the chance.
Of course, none of that would have mattered had the Predator taken them both out with his nuclear suicide bomb.
Yeah.
At its epicenter, it would have been more than powerful enough to fry Fett. At its epicenter, the further away you are from the center of a blast, the less energy you're getting hit with.
By our calculations, Boba only needed to get about 50 meters away before the energy he was tanking was only
Average,
about as
okay.
much as your average thermal detonator, which the Beskar can survive. And given the countdown lasts 40 seconds, there was more than enough time, especially with a jetpack. Hell, Arnie escaped the same attack just by sprinting.
The most important difference is the scope of their prey. Xenomorphs are definitely deadly, but they're not quite as dangerous as a master Force user who can read minds and throw starships around like they're made of paper. Fett was definitely prepared for anything the Predator could throw at him, even space magic. The Predator was as deadly and skilled as they come, but Fett's cunning, arsenal, and impenetrable armor gave him the win.
Congrats to Boba. Give him a hand. Oh wait, he's already got one.
The winner is Boba Fett.
Whew, I needed that. I need.
Congratulations.
Why, thank you. It's easy, you know, to not care about that so much when you have such a healthy lead. But I didn't want to jinx you before. That's your first time you ever got anything wrong.
Yeah.
this entire season. I didn't want to say anything before that because I didn't want to jinx it. I want to see how long he could go. But I mean, that's impressive. That is an impressive run. I think that's probably the longest run we've ever had as far as getting enough death battles correctly in a row. That was really well done. Beautiful.
Why, thank you.
Congratulations on your streak. I'll have to look up to see how long the actual streak was. Might be like 5 or 6. So now you have 280, and I have 255. So you still have a healthy lead on me. But
Okay.
but at least I'm back in the plus column.
You are, yeah.
I like the animation for this too. That was really great.
Yeah.
So it was really enjoyable to watch that. And when seeing like Boba Fett's arm getting cut off, like I just thought, I thought stylistically this was a great one as well. Gotta love the matchup, the two top hunters
Yeah.
out there. So props on that. And they did a good job explaining it. Because I'm happy because my guy won. So that's ultimately.
But I mean, you're absolutely right. They did do a good job justifying who the victor was because they went back to what they had talked about, but then also went even further to say that we know that the aliens seem like such a formidable foe and Predator can take down those. And who knows how Boba Fett would do against them. But, they really showed how an alien compared to Darth Vader is nothing. Like, yes, aliens seem very formidable and they certainly are. But when you compare them to a Force mastermind, there isn't a contest. Because like at the end of the day, the aliens are still animalistic. They're still very primal creatures compared to a evil genius, basically.
Yeah. And the aliens kind of are more about overwhelming numbers than, anything else. So you'll let us know what you thought about this battle down below in the comments. And if you want all of our death battle reactions, check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for this death battle. I want to say Alien versus Predator just because I'm so used to saying that. But Boba Fett versus Predator, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.